Most digital coaches are struggling to sell high ticket products, not because of price, but because of lack of proper positioning, high ticket psychology, and systems which are missing inside their coaching business, because of which they have to sell their products and services at the prices of peanuts. Now, today I'm going to share 4 expensive mistakes that digital coaches are making over and over again, and how you can avoid those mistakes in order to charge high ticket products and services. For those of you who are new to this channel, hi everyone, my name is Taibam Hamood. I'm a sales automation coach for coaches, and in the last 4 years, I've helped several coaches to hit 6 figures in revenue. So if you're serious and committed about building a 6 figure coaching business, there's a link to my clarity call you can check out in the description below, and let's get started with this video. So, what are the 4 expensive mistakes that coaches are making over and over again? Let's have a look at them. So, the first biggest mistake that I see a lot of coaches making is they're choosing a wrong market. Now, there are 2 types of market. If you see, there is a red ocean and there's a blue ocean. Now, what is a red ocean? Market which is already cluttered, there are too many players, big competitors, everyone is fighting for attention, price, and survival. Whereas there is another market which is a blue ocean where there is a specific target audience with a specific need. The solution is missing from the market and the audience has a paying capacity. Now, the problem with most coaches is they are trying to jump into the red ocean instead of finding gaps and finding their blue ocean. Now, another very important thing is not knowing the financial reality of their target market. For example, if you try to sell paintings to people in the slums of Dharavi, you might be selling the best paintings, but the people there will not buy it. Why? Not because your paintings are not great, but because they don't have the paying capacity. So if you have a product of 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees, you must make sure that your target market is at least minimum earning 10, 12, 20 lakh a month. Because if they are not able to earn that much money, they will not be able to afford it. Now, in case of most coaches, what they're doing is they have a product of 1 or 2 lakh rupees and they are targeting people who are only earning 1 to 2 lakh rupees. Now imagine, can a person spend their entire money on that coaching or consulting? It's very hard. The reason is very simple, because the audience does not have the paying capacity. So you need to have a blue ocean, and you also need to choose a target market which has the paying capacity and willingness to pay for you. So that's the first biggest mistake that coaches make. Okay, now let's go to the next mistake that coaches are making, which is not marketing your product properly. Okay, you might have an average product, but an average product with a great marketing will beat a great product with poor marketing any day. So, what's the best combination? The best combination is have a great product, have a great marketing, and that will make you unstoppable. Okay, be visible, be very specific. What is the problem that you're trying to solve? Who is it that is your target market, and how are you going to solve it? Be consistent. Go to premium circles, masterminds, do collaborations, go into communities that will help you market your product. If you're just a beginner starting out with social media where you are running ads plus you are doing organic content, is the great place for you. Okay, and always remember, if you have more leads, you will always have the ability to choose your clients, because of which you will not beg, you will not compromise on your conditions, and you will always have leverage. So I have seen a lot of businesses which are having great product, but the problem is they're not marketing themselves. They're waiting that their customer will discover them one day. And that's the biggest trap. Most coaches, they're depending on word of mouth, referrals, and all these unreliable sources which are not certain that they will give you proper clients. So what you need to do, you need to set up ads. What happens when you are generating 10, 20, 50, 100 leads every single day? Your dependency on every single prospect goes down, and your probability of reaching the right clients increases. Therefore, when you have enough and more leads than you can handle, there is less pressure on you to close every single client, and you have leverage to close those clients. So marketing is very, very important. Organic marketing is good, but ads are great. You know why? Because you run ads once and then you set and forget, and you can have unlimited leads coming to you every single day. Now, if you're having problem with marketing, selling, automations, all these systems, please get in touch with us, because the link is in the description box, and we can help you set up your entire systems for marketing, sales, automations, and everything. So that's the next biggest mistake that I see a lot of coaches making, which is they're not proactively talking about their services. They're not advertising their services. They're cutting corners with marketing. Marketing is always an investment. Okay, so that's the next mistake. Now, coming to the third mistake. Now, third mistake is poor branding. What is branding? When people think about branding, they think it's a logo. Well, it's not just a logo, it's an overall perception of your brand. Now, take the example of Coldplay. It sells tickets of multiple lakhs within just a few hours. Is it its real value? No, maybe the real value is little less. But because it is Coldplay, the perception is being set so high that people are ready to pay any price because it is a brand. The same is for Apple. People can have phones which have equal features like Apple, but they still buy Apple. Why? Because of brand. Okay, it's a brand. It gives that social signaling that I am a premium customer. So when you have a brand, you can actually charge premium. Now, what are some components of brand? Yes, you should have a great logo, you should have a great website, you should have a great social presence, you should have proper systems for marketing, sales, automation. Okay, because the moment somebody clicks on your ad, to the point they reach to the landing page, to the moment they come to your sales call, every time they are getting in touch with you, there is an interaction happening, and that is building their perception. Either it is building a positive perspective, or it is building a poor perspective. Okay, so it's very important that you build your brand persona and the brand perspective right, because if you don't build your brand perspective right, it's going to be very tough to charge the prices that you want. Also, another very important thing is you need to be having that ability to say no. For example, if somebody is not the right fit for your product or service, you should be upfront in saying no. Like, for example, big brands like Rolex and Rolls Royce, all these brands, you cannot just walk into the store and buy their products or services. Okay, you will have to go through certain filtrations in order to be a part of their brand, and that is how they have set themselves apart. So when you say no to the wrong customers who are unfit for you or who are not the right target market, you also build your brand. Now, what happens when you say no? People feel that they have enough and more customers, and that eagerness to buy your brand becomes even more higher. Okay, so two things with branding: you need to have proper systems. Okay, every time somebody is interacting with your brand, they are building a perspective. Okay, and that perception is crucial in charging high ticket. Second, you should be having the ability to say no. Recently, there was a match off on Shark Tank between two lab grown diamond brands. One backed four sharks, other backed none. The reason was very simple. The first brand, which was Emery, it was very clear on its positioning. It's 100% lab grown. Whether as the other one, which was True Diamonds, what it said we are lab grown, but we are also giving natural diamonds. So that diluted its positioning, because of which they were not able to stand out. So your positioning, what you stand for, is very important. What you say no to builds up your brand. Always remember that. So that's the next part, which is you have to pay emphasis to your branding. And final point is most people are afraid of sales. Now, sales is not an inborn talent or a skill. It can be learned. It's all about psychology and having the right scripts. Okay, when you have the right target market, right marketing, right branding, selling becomes very easy, because the trust is already there. The perspective is already there that you're a trustworthy brand. The people will come. All you need is selling skills. Now, what is selling skills? You need to build rapport. You need to understand the pain points of your target market, and you need to position yourself as the problem solver. And when you do all these three steps, selling becomes effortless. We teach all of this inside our coaching program as well. Okay, so these are the four mistakes that people make when they are making when they are trying to charge high ticket, which is they choose a red ocean or a broke target market. They don't have proper marketing of their product. They have a poor branding and they are afraid of sales. Okay. And if you want to master high ticket sales, you want to build a 6-figure coaching business, you want to learn how to sell high ticket without being desperate, you want to master branding, marketing, sales, automation. Okay. So book a clarity call with us where we will help you understand where you're stuck. We will give you a proper roadmap how you can get unstuck and hit 6 figures in your coaching business consistently. Okay, so the slots are limited. Go to the description box, book a slot right now, and I will see you on the other side.